In this video, I'll demonstrate how to use an array. Okay, so I've got the beginnings of a shopping cart application here, and it's pretty simple right now. We've just got two strings, customer name, Mary Smith, and then a message that has Mary's name plus a string literal saying she wants to purchase several items. And then system.out.println will just print that message out to the console. If we go ahead and run it now, there we go. That's what we get. Now, what I want to do here is I want to set up an array because Mary wants to purchase several items, and we could go ahead and create a bunch of different variables, string variables, each with a different item in it, but that's not very efficient. So we want to create an array variable. So we do this, string. So we always put the type in first, in which case it's a string with a capital S, and then opening and closing brackets, and then the name of the array, in this case, items. And then inside braces, we put our items inside quotation marks, each separated by a comma. So shirt, boots, scarf, sweater, and gloves. Then we put our closing brace in and then a semicolon. Now, this is a 5-item array. It's got 5 items, and arrays start their index value at 0. So this will be 0, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've got our 5 items there as an array. Now, what I want to do here is change this message to show what Mary is purchasing, or how many items. So I'm going to go down here, message equals customer name plus wants to purchase. Note the spaces in between because we need those to make it sort of read correctly. Now we've created an array variable called items. So I'm going to use items and then dot length. And dot length will tell us the length of the array, which we already know is 5 items long. And then we'll put in some string or a string literal at the end just to make everything look nice and neat. Put my semicolon in, go ahead and run that. And there we go. Mary Smith wants to purchase 5 items. So we've actually grabbed the length of that array, which again we know has 5 items in it, to display that. Now we can take this even further. If we want to actually show the things that Mary has purchased or plans on purchasing, we can do more with it. We can actually do this. I'll add another system.out.println. And inside parentheses, inside quotation marks, this is my string literal. Use that plus symbol again, and what we're going to do is grab one of the items in this case. So remember, it's items is the name of the array, and inside brackets we can put whatever value we want to grab from. And let's just go back and take a look here. Remember, the index value of shirt is 0, so 0, 1. Let's say sweater. She wants to buy a sweater, so that would actually be 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So inside the brackets, put 3. Let's go ahead and run this. And there you go. Mary definitely wants a sweater. So arrays are extremely powerful. They're a wonderful way of creating different groupings of items. In this case, we've used strings to set up our little shopping cart application here and pull that information, not just the actual item in this case, using the index value of 3, but the actual ability to tell how many items. And that's very important when you start to get into Java programming, understanding how to be able to create those arrays and reference them. And that'll open up a whole new powerful toolkit for you when you're programming in Java.